Hi there, and welcome to Quick Crafts with Miss Jo. I'm so glad you're here today. Hey, I've got something fun, and I bet you've got some of this laying around your house. Bubble wrap. I love bubble wrap. Who doesn't like going and taking it and we can pop it? But you know what? There is so much more fun things we can do with bubble wrap, and I'm going to show you how. So for starters, I've got, see, I have a little card here and I've got some lines drawn on it. Now, I'm just going to take my scissors here and I'm going to cut a quick little circle. And then I'm going to do one more. And perfect, however you like them. And then I'm just going to take, and I've got some paint here, but really and truly, I'm just going to make a little spot here on my newspaper. You don't need a lot of paint for your bubble wrap because you want your the bubbles to show. So we're just going to make a quick little bubble print. And I got a paintbrush. So I'm just going to spread a little bit of paint and paint my bubbles here. Then see, and it's kind of hard to see, but I'm going to take that and I'm going to lay it down on my card. And then I'm going to take my other paint, my red, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to paint some of my bubbles. And then I'm going to lay, whoop, I think I want a little more there. Quite enough red there. And I paint my bubbles just like I did the other one. And then I'm going to lay it down. And I'm just kind of, as you can see, they're on there. I'm just going to gently press. And then when I pull it up, then we have balloons. Yeah. And you have a fun little greeting card you can make, just blank, but you can send someone a happy birthday or a fun little message on that. Here's another thing that I made out of, I painted my bubble wrap pink, and I took just an old clothespin, a couple wiggle eyes, and I found this pipe cleaner, and I made myself a bubble wrap butterfly or dragonfly. So that's really fun. And you can put a magnet on it, you could stick it on the fridge, you could put a string on it and hang it up like a mobile. Now we're ready to make our friend Arnie the alligator. So I had some bubble wrap that looked like this, and I discovered something cool. It has, I can just, isn't that a fun sound? You can just tear it apart. And then all I did was to take it and I rolled it, just like I've got the little body there. And to make sure that it stayed together, all I did was just put a couple of pieces of tape on there. That. And that, and one more. And voila, we have our alligator bodies. Now the next thing, I just cut out, you don't really need any patterns or anything. I just kind of cut out some bits for his feet, and there's for his back scale, and I had some colored wiggle eyes, and I just kind of cut up a little piece and bent the bottom so that they'll stand up for us, so you can see that and that. And now let's make Arnie's friend come alive. So I'm going to just take, and first I've got his crocodile feet. So I'm just going to turn it over. And I'm gonna tape on there. And I'm gonna take the other one and just make sure they tape like that. So there's our first two. And then I've got his other two right here. So again, I'm just gonna stick some tape on him. Stick on his other two feet underneath there. Now for the ridge part here that's gonna be put on right there, I have some tacky glue that's a little heavier than our normal glue. You kind of have to squeeze to get it out, but you just need a little bit, and you got to kind of be a little patient with this because it does take a couple minutes to dry, but it will work. So I just put on Arnie's scale like that. And then of course, a crocodile. You know, you gotta see. So again, I'm gonna take my tacky, I'm just gonna put a little on there. There's one. And this one I made even wackier because I didn't match my wiggle eye, so he has two different colored eyes. And there you have your Arnie and his friend Aardvark the alligator. But aren't these fun? And who knows what kind of critters you can think to make. All you need, some bubble wrap, glue, tape, scissors, and some imagination, and anything's possible. Thanks for joining me today on Crafts with Miss Jo. I'm so glad you came, and we'll see you next time. Take care.